Locus, Part 1.
Hi, hello everyone. For this session, I will discuss new chapter locus. So, what is mean by locus? So, simply locus is a condition. See here, for example, C be fixed point. So, means it doesn't move from it, and P be the variable point. So, means it is moving in a plane. Here, given condition is the distance from C to P means fixed point to variable point is some 5 units distance. Okay. So here given condition is Cp is equals to 5. So clearly P is the variable point. It is moving in a plane. For example, this point P moved from P to P1 with same distance from point C. So means this is also 5 units distance. So here that is Cp1 is equals to what? 5 units distance. And again, this point P1 moved from P1 to P2 with same distance from the fixed point to C. So that is Cp2 is equals to 5. And again, this point P2 moved from P2 to P3 with same distance from the point C. And so on. This is P4, P5, P6 and so on. Okay. So these are all points moving in a plane with same distance from the fixed point to C, because of that is the given condition. So then the line joining of these points is called as locus. So clearly a required locus is what? Circle. See here, required locus is circle. So clearly from this we can say that locus is the set of points that satisfies the given geometrical condition. So what is that geometrical condition? The distance from fixed point to the variable point is 5 unit distance. So once you observe here, each and every point on the locus satisfies the given geometrical condition. So see here, P is a point on the locus. So clearly this point P satisfies the given geometrical condition, that is Cp equals to 5. So for example, P2 be any point on the locus, that P2 also satisfies the given geometrical condition. So therefore each and every point on the locus satisfies the given geometrical condition. So here write that condition. So first one, each and every point on the locus satisfies given geometrical condition. Okay. And second point, every point, that means P, P1, P2 and so on, Pn. So these all points satisfy the given geometrical condition. So see here, Cp equal to 5, Cp1 equals 5, Cp2 equals 5 and so on, Cpn also 5 and so on. So clearly each and every point satisfies the given geometrical condition and that point lies on the locus. That is the second condition. So here that is every point satisfies given geometrical condition. Is a point on the locus. So this is the, so see here example, the locus of a point which moves equidistant from fixed point to the fixed line. So see here, consider the coordinate axis. This is x and y axis. Here fixed point. So for example, S be the fixed point on the x-axis, okay. And here fixed line. Suppose this is the fixed line. Okay. So for example, here P be the variable point, means it is moving in a plane. Here what is the given condition? The locus of a point which moves equidistant from fixed point and fixed line. So means the distance from fixed point to the variable point is equal to the variable point to the fixed line. So these two distances are equal. Suppose this is m. So here given condition is SP is equals to PM. That is what? The distance from fixed point to the variable point is equals to the variable point to the fixed line. The two distances are equal. So clearly this is the variable point, means it is moving in a plane. For example, this point P moved from P to P1, and that point also satisfies the given condition. So what is that condition? The distance from fixed point to the P1 is equals to the variable point to the fixed line are equal, means is P1. Suppose this is also M is equals to P1M. So here write SP1 is equals to P1M. And again this point P1 moved from P1 to P2, and that P2 also satisfies the given geometrical condition. So what is that? The distance from fixed point to the variable point is equals to the distance from variable point to the fixed line. These distances are equal. That is SP2 is equals to P2M. And again this point moved from P2 to some P3 with the same distance from fixed point and fixed line. That is SP3 is equals to P3M. SP3 is equals to P3M. For example, P4. So this point also satisfies the given geometrical condition. For example, this point P5. This point also satisfies the given geometrical condition. Okay. Then the line joining of these points, okay, is called as locus. So here clearly required locus is what? Locus is parabola. Okay. So here what is the locus? Locus is the set of points satisfy the given geometrical condition. So it involves two steps. So first one is what? So here each and every point on the locus. For example, P1 is a point on the locus. So clearly that P1 satisfies the given geometrical condition. So for example, take any point from P5. So that points also satisfies the given geometrical condition. That is SP5 is equals to P5M. So clearly each and every point on the locus satisfies the given geometrical condition. That is the one point. And the second point is every point satisfies the given geometrical condition. So for example, P3 satisfies the given geometrical condition, then that point lies on the locus. So therefore every point satisfies the given geometrical condition, then that point lies on the locus. Okay. So clearly it satisfies the two condition. Therefore, it is a locus, and your required locus is what? Parabola. So see the second example. The locus of a point equidistant from two given points. So clearly here two points are fixed points. See here for example, A and B are fixed points. Okay. So here P be the variable point. So for example, P be the variable point. This is point P. Here what is the given condition? See here, given condition is the locus of a point means P. That P is equidistant from two given points. Means P to A distance is equals to P to B distance. So that is the given condition. So PA is equals to PB. So clearly you know that P is the variable point. So means it is moving in a plane. For example, this point P moved from P to P1, and that P1 satisfies the given geometrical condition. That is, the distance from P1 to A is equals to P1 to B. Okay. So you are right. P1 A is equals to P1 B. And again that point P1 moved from P1 to P2. So this is also satisfies the given geometrical condition. That is P2A equals to P2B. So for example, this point P moved from P to P3, and that point also satisfies the given geometrical condition. That is P3A equals to P3B, and so on. Then the line joining of these points. So these line joining of these points is called as locus. So clearly, so what is the required locus here? See here, P is the midpoint of AB because of PA is equals to PB, and this line is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, clearly this line is perpendicular bisector of AB. So therefore, the required locus is perpendicular bisector of AB line segment. So see here, so clearly locus is the set of points satisfy the given geometrical condition. So it involves two steps. So what is the first one? Each and every point on the locus, so here P, P1, P2, P3, that all points satisfy the given geometrical condition. And second one, every point satisfies the given geometrical condition. See here, P satisfies geometrical condition, P1, P2, P3. So these are all points satisfy the given geometrical condition. Then that point lies on the locus. Okay. This is the example 2. So for next session we will discuss more problems.